Welcome to another edition of Boise State Club Lacrosse. This is another Saturday afternoon game. We're going to be playing the University of Utah, the Utes. And we are going to get ourselves going here in a few seconds. But last time these teams played, Boise State won. They played in a tournament earlier this past fall, and Boise State, they took care of business, but the Utes back for some revenge. The teams are getting themselves their last few moments of preparation here, but we are going to get ourselves going in just a few moments. As we see the teams getting going, there's a bunch of fans in the stands today. We're going to see a great game. Utah! And here we go, the two teams lining up in the middle of the field, getting ready to go. Giving handshakes before the game. And here we go. Let's get ready for the opening face-off. We're gonna be seeing a couple of. This is gonna be a key start to the game here. Let's see who's gonna grab the momentum early. It's gonna come down to possession, as it usually does, and let's see here as the ball gets set into position. And here we go. And Boise State's going to win the opening kickoff, and we've got number 1 with possession of the ball, and number 17 couldn't quite get a hold of it. On the other hand, we've still got Boise State possession going on here. He's going to push his way up on the far side, and we're going to see it swinging around to the near side. Number 5 with possession of the ball. He's going to be moving it back around towards the middle of the field. We got a push up here from number 25. He's going to push towards the net, and he's going to miss on a errant pass. We've got a little bit of a fight here for the ball, and number 1 is trying to get it for Boise State, and that ball is going to remain in Boise State possession, as we have number 15 getting the ball on the near side. And they're going to swing it around to behind the net, number 6, over to the far side. Swinging it around back to the middle of the field in front of the net. He's going to push himself up and towards the net. He's number 25. He's going to make a move. He's going to try and find a teammate. He's going to find one behind the net, but he couldn't quite handle the pass. And the Utes are going to get possession, but not for long, because Boise State is going to regain possession. and he is going to bring the ball behind the net. We're going to swing it around. He's going to push right up in front of the goal, and he is going to miss on a pass, or on a shot, and that is going to be Utah ball. And they're going to move the ball up. Utah getting close to the middle of the field. They're going to move to the near side. He's going to swing it around. Number 32. He's going to make a sprint to the back of the net. He's going to stay on the near side. He's looking for teammates to help. He can't find anyone. 17 playing good defense on him. 32. He's still holding possession of the ball. He's going to find a pass. He's going to shoot and miss. Boise State comes up with it. Number 17 with the ball. He's looking. He's going to pass back to the goalie. He's going to move himself up. He passes over to the near side to number 14. He's going to get that ball to the middle of the field. Number 4 with possession of the ball. He's going to push up. He's going to move to the far side and pass. And we're going to move it back into the near side here on a couple of passes. Number 20 with the ball. He's going to be looking for teammates. He's going to move back to the middle of the field. We're going to have 19 move onto the field for Boise State as the ball gets swung back around to the near side. Again, 19 freshly into the game with possession of the ball. He's going to look. He can't find someone, loses the ball, and makes a pass back to the middle of the field. He is going to, we're going to just keep seeing the Boise State Broncos here swing the ball around, and they're going to try and find a good lane to shoot on, and there it is. That's that shot to the middle, and they could not quite get it. And that is going to be Boise State ball. Boise State with possession behind number 6. He's going to try and swing his way around. He's going to lose his footing, and he's going to get that ball to a pass behind the net, as you're going to see him push to the near side, and that's a pass to the middle, and a shot, and a save by the goalie. As the goalie is taking a look, he's trying to find some teammates to pass to. He's going to find one in the middle of the field. He's going to make a spin move, and he's going to make a move towards the net, and they're going to slow it down a little bit, and they're going to bring it to the near side. He's going to cut, and he's going to get right in front of the net, and that's going to be off the crossbar, not quite in. We're going to see Boise State with possession and lose possession right at about midfield on the B, and the Utes are going to come up with it, and they're going to have possession of the ball on the far side. We're going to see Boise State Broncos whacking at the ball, and that is going to be a goal by the Utes on a beautiful pass and a beautiful move by number 6 for the Utah Utes. That was going to be a goal with 10:44 left to play in the first. That was a big goal. That is going to be Utah. That's something they couldn't do last time. Boise State, during that tournament game, they got out to an early lead, and the Utes couldn't quite bring it back. But Utah, this time, they're going to get early possession as we see another face-off starting. Boise State, number 1 is going to be in there, and it's going to be 22 for the Utes. And there was an infraction on the start, so Boise State's going to be with possession of the ball, and I believe they're going to be up a man here. And you're going to see Boise State push to the middle of the field, and that's going to be a quick return. Number 1, he made a nice play there, and that is a goal going back the other way. And now we are with 10:35 left to go in the first, going to be tied up at 1. We're going to have number 21 on the face-off coming up here against number 13 for Utah. And that is how fast this Boise State squad can score right there. Just in a blink of an eye, just push up and score. And here we go. Another face-off. And that's going to be Boise State winning the face-off again. And they're going to make their way to the near side. We're going to start seeing them swing the ball around from the near side to the far side. They're moving their way around as we get substitutions on the field. We've got a fresh couple of legs coming on. 5 freshly into the game. He's going to make a move. He's going to take a look, and that is another goal. 10-10 left to go in the first. There were 2 goals in the matter of 25 seconds. That is incredible. Boise State up 2-1 in the game now. We're going to have number 21 taking the face-off for Boise State against the Utah opposition. And they're going to get set and ready. And here goes the face-off, and it is an evenly matched one, and Utah is going to gain possession, maybe. Yep, they're going to get possession of it, but it's not a solid possession as they push their way up the field. Boise State trying to reel and get back into defense there. But here we go. Let's see if Boise State is going to make a move, and or Utah, I should say, is going to make a move here to try and even this game up, as that pass went a little bit far, and that's going to be Boise State ball. And we're going to see him push up on the far side here, and that is contact in front of the net, and that is going to be going the other way here, as Utah is going to just move it all the way up the field, as not everybody had made their way all the way on that fast break there. But we've got Utah playing a little behind the net, and that is going to be Boise State actually stealing that ball away, and they're going to make a pass, and they're going to be looking down the field as they find a man around midfield, and he's going to lose possession of the ball. That's going to be number 6 for Utah, trying to pick up the ball. He can't quite get it. There it is. And he's going to make his way towards the middle of the field. He's going to lose his stick altogether, as Boise State's going to come up with that ball, and they're going to push their way up on the near side, and that is going to be a man taken down. And they're going to give that ball to Utah, and here we go as they push it up past the midpoint of the field, and he's going to be on the near side, and that is going to be an infraction, sending it back the other way towards the middle of the field for the Utes. They're going to make them reset it there. Got a little ambitious there, and they're going to make them slow it down, bring it back. And here we go. On the far side, we're going to see Boise State regain possession of the ball, and they're going to push up, as the goalie wasn't in net when they regained possession. But we're going to see Boise State swinging it around from the far side to the near side. He's going to make a pass to number 15, just trying to get some good lanes to shoot in. Number 18 passes to the middle of the field to number 21, 25. That's going to be a pass right in front, and that's going to be another goal right in front of the net. There was no one around him, and that is an easy shot. That's going to be number 5 with the goal there. And that was an incredible play. That was all that ball movement right around the net that they were looking for. They tried to find that open man, and they got it. And that is, with 8:01 left to play in the first, 3-1 Boise. And we're going to have a little bit of a huddle here before we get the next face-off started here, as they're going to try and recover. Utah got off to an early lead there, 1-0, but it has been all Boise State since then, and they are just getting out to an early dominant lead. They've been maintaining possession of the ball, and that is the key to any game, and they're making a solid play early. get ourselves back onto the field here, we are going to see number 1 take the face-off for the Boise State Broncos, and that's going to be number 22, I believe, for the Utah squad, as they get themselves ready for another face-off. Let's see how Utah comes out of this timeout and recovers as they get ready for this face-off here. And that's going to be Boise State with possession of the ball. Maybe. We've got a big scrum right there, and it is going to be Boise State ball as they're pushing it up on the far side. They're going to start swinging the ball around again, and same old here. And they're going to actually reverse fields, and they're going to bring it back to the far side of the field and back to the middle here as they move it around over to number 28. He's going to push it up. He's going to try and make a cut, and he's going to miss errantly to the wide right side. And that ball is going to go to the far side in the corner, and that's going to be Boise State possession as they reset here. And that's going to be number 5 who scored that last goal. He's going to try and deke out his defender. He couldn't quite do it, and that's going to be an interception for the Utah squad. And they're going to push it up, and they have got... they're still making a move. He's trying to push up. He's going to move it to the near side, and they're going to try and cut. But, oh, maybe we've got a little bit of a cutback there. Not quite, and they're going to slow it down. They're going to start moving the ball around, trying to get possession. That defender almost just picked that ball off, though. But here we go. They're going to start swinging it around, and that is the way to score when in this half-court style, or half-field style, so to speak. And that's going to be an errant pass, and that's going to be Utah ball. And here we go as we reset. They're going to swing it around to the near side. Number 20 with the ball. He's going to move. He's going to try and make a double move there, and he's going to lose possession of the ball as Boise State gets possession back. It's 24, and they're going to slow it down, and they're going to play in a slower style as 17 passes back to the goalie, number 22. He's looking for a man down the field. He's going to find number 9 wide open down the field, and that's going to be about as easy a shot as you're going to make, and he's going to miss wide to the right. And they're going to reset again from behind the net. They're going to swing it around back to the middle of the field. He's going to look, finds number 1 freshly into the game. He's going to swing it back to the counterclockwise, far side of the field. We're going to keep on moving it around here as they look for an easier shot. And we're going to get it back to the middle of the field here as Boise State's going to push it up to slightly off center to the far side. And he's going to kept getting shoved off his spot. And Boise State, even though losing possession momentarily, they're going to maintain. 25 passes to the back as they walk it around, swinging it around quickly. Back to 25 in the middle of the field. He's going to push far side as he gets bumped off the spot. And he's going to swing it back to the middle, and he's going to shoot and deflected by the goalie. A nice play. That is not easy with a man rushing you like that. And that is going to be Boise State maintaining possession of the ball, number 15, passing it back to 25. He's moving himself to the middle of the field so he can make a nice pass to the far side. Swinging it back behind the net again, back to 15. He's going to walk it around. He's going to lose possession, but maintain. And he's going to keep swinging it, 25 over to 1, back to the far side, number 10. He's going to set a bit of a pick there for his players. 25 shoots and misses wide, and Boise State is going to maintain possession of the ball. You're going to see Boise State push right past the goal. He's going to look, he's going to shoot a wild shot, and that is a goal again. 4:18 left in the first. Boise State now 4, Utah 1. We're going to see Boise State take the widening of the gap here. Number 21 for Boise State is going to be taking the face-off against the Utah team. And as they get ready, here we go. And they're setting. There it is. And Utah's going to win the face-off, and that is something they haven't been able to do as of recently, and that's been something that's hurt them. And Boise State takes over possession, and they're going to make a pass back to the goalie. 22, walking it up, looking for a man. He's going to pass to the far side, still on his own side of the field. They're trying to find a man downfield to pass to on the other side. And there it is. Number 14 is going to get possession of the ball. And he's going to make a move. And they're going to start swinging it around again. There's Boise State swinging it to the near side. Number 5 with possession of the ball now. As we get a fresh substitute in. And he's going to make a deke, and he didn't want to push it up. So passes it back to number 18, over to 21. Over to the far side, and back behind the net again. Over to 18. He's going to make a move in front of the net, and that is going to be another goal. Boise State, 3:13 left to play in the first. It is now 5-1. Boise State starting to pour it on now. It is quickly getting out of hand, and part of the reason is because Boise State continues to maintain possession of the ball late into they maintain most of the possession of the game, and that is most of the reason they are keeping possession here, or keeping the lead. As they get ready again, 43 for Boise State with ball, taking the face-off against 22 for Utah. They are ready, and there you go. And that is going to be Boise State coming up with the possession again. And that's going to be Boise State pushing the ball up. Number 4, passing it back over to number 1. He's going to push up to the middle of the field. He's going to make a move, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to get deflected. And Utah is going to get possession of the ball as we are getting some mass substitutes here going. And it's, in fact, going to be Boise State possession. I take that back. And number 13 with the ball for the Boise State Broncos on the near side towards the middle of the field. And he's going to pass it to the near side by the net. Number 15 over closer to the net. And that's going to be another goal for Boise State. This game is getting out of hand. It is now 6-1. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first. I'd like to thank everybody watching the game here from the turf field here at Boise State. This game is getting quickly out of hand, but it is still Boise State dominating early. And it is going to be the Boise State Broncos again coming up with possession of the ball. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, yep, we've got Utah winning that little bit of a scrum there. And they're going to push it up on the far side. They're going to swing it around. And we're going to continue to see possession by Utah. And that is something they need to do. They need to just keep Boise State from possessing the ball, because they cannot let Boise State just run their game. And here we go as they swing it around behind the net. He's going to push it to the far side. He's going to look. He's going to pass to the back in the middle of the field. Swinging it around closer to the near side. He's going to move it around. Still near side. 32 with possession of the ball. Pushing behind the net, trying to find a man in front to make a play, and he can't quite do that, so he's going to try and make a double move there and get out in front, and he is not seeing a whole lot, so he's going to make a pass in front, and that is a nice save by number 22 for Boise State. And number 17 comes up with it for now Possession arrow going the other way. Boise State with the ball, number 4, pushing it up towards the middle of the field. He's going to push it on pass. Defender's not able to stop him, and we're going to pass it over to the near side to number 15. Back behind the net to number 5. Back to the far side. He's going to keep swinging it around. And freshly into the game, number 19. He's going to push up near side. He's going to make a move. He can't quite find a defender. He's going to make a pass to the far side, and he's going to just lob it over. We've got number 5 behind the net, trying to make a move, losing his stick as he just got bumped off the ball, but Boise State maintaining possession. Number 5 with the ball. And he can't find someone. Oh, that's a shot right to the gut of the goalie for Utah. And that is a flag. We got a flag out against Utah, and it doesn't matter because 40 minutes left, and that is now 7-1 Boise State. We got they're waving off the flag because of the goal, but that was a just confusing scene as Boise State just continued to just push the action, and didn't matter if there was a penalty or not, they were still going to score. We've got Boise State, number 1, facing off against the Utah opposition as they get ready to go for another face-off. Here we go. And that is going to be Boise State again coming up with possession as he momentarily lost it there, but they're going to just push it on back to their side of the field to maintain full possession here. Number 17 on the near side, passing over to the far side. They're going to look. He's trying to find a man downfield that will be able to receive the pass, but instead he's going to just pass it to the goalie. The goalie's going to make a pass to the number 1 in the middle of the field. He's going to push it up, and they're going to pass it to number 43, and he was going to get bumped off that ball, but Boise State maintaining possession. Number 15 with the shot there, and that is the end of the first. That was a very exciting first period of play here as Boise State fell early 1-0, but then it's been all Boise State since then, and that is just utter domination that we're seeing out of the Boise State Broncos. So as Boise State tries to get into the huddle here, they're going to talk over some strategy, same with the Utah team. They're going to try and recover a little bit here. They're going to try and slow this game down maybe and hold possession of the ball. Welcome back here as Boise State is going to break the huddle second as they're going to make their way back onto the field. We're going to see number 1 taking the scrum or the face-off off the start as number 12 is going to be taking it for Utah. As they get ready to go here in the second. 15-minute quarters, or 15-minute periods. And we are going to see them get ready here as the face-off is going to go. Referee is going to move the ball into position, and here we go. There it is. There's the whistle, and Boise State is going to come up with possession again as this game is getting a little bit more physical than at the start, but Boise State is going to get possession back off of the out of bounds there. And that's going to be number 23 for Boise State with possession of the ball off the start. He's going to make a move, or 33 I should say. He's going to make a pass to the middle of the field, number 25. As number 18 moves onto the field in the near side, they're going to swing it around to the far side and behind the net, over to number 6. Back to 18, freshly onto the field. Back to the middle of the field, number 25. He's going to make a move. He's going to go to the far side slightly. He's going to try and find a man to pass to, and there it is behind the net. Number 1 with possession of the ball on the near side now. He's going to try and make a move, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to... That is going to be yet another goal. That goal took 45 seconds for them to score, and it is now 8-1 Boise State. This game is quickly getting out of hand, and it's getting very physical. We're going to see yet another face-off coming here as they set, and the referee gets the ball into position, getting ready to go here. And there's the whistle, and there's them fighting over possession, and that's going to be Boise State getting the ball. And it is not quite certain yet, and that is actually going to be Utah that's going to come up with possession, and we've got a flag down on the field, and that is going to be a Boise State player coming off the field for a little bit, having to think about what he did. That's going to also give Utah possession of the ball. This might be the spark that they need as they are moving themselves back into contention here. And they're going to push it up, and here we go, swinging it around to the far side. Back to the behind the net. Looking, pass to the near side. Back to the middle of the field. They're just moving in a counterclockwise position. There it is again, back behind the net. Back to the far side, or the near side. Back to the middle of the field. He's going to try and find an open man. Far side, back to the middle of the field. Swinging it back around. Now they're going clockwise, back to counterclockwise. And couldn't quite find the ball. And we've got, I believe that's Boise State coming up with the ball there, and they're going to move it up all the way across, and they're going to try and find a man on the far side of the field. He couldn't quite find it, so they're going to move to the middle of the field, and that's going to be off the crossbar, and that's going to be Utah coming up with the ball after that. Long deflection. And that's going to be Utah moving it all the way up. There's an odd man rush here, and that is nicely defended by Boise State as they are going to give possession to Utah there, as that was just incredible defense there by Boise State to stop that odd man rush. Utah has the ball on the near side as he lost it momentarily, swings it back to the middle of the field, moving it back around, trying to find a man on the far side. There it is. He's backing himself up to the near midfield line. He's about 2 yards off, and he's now going to push himself up, and he's going to try and find a man to pass to. He couldn't find one, so he's going to back it on up, find a man on the far side. As they move themselves around, they're going to try and swing it behind the net again, maybe. Yep, they're going to move it behind the net. Swings it back. Back to the near side. Swinging it back to the middle. Looking. Getting their formation set. Number 17 defending. Number 19 now on the ball. Swinging it back to the near side. Trying to find a man. He's going to just push at the net, and he could not quite get it. And that's going to be Boise State coming up with the ball off of the deflection. And that is going to be quite a collision in the middle of the field there, as Boise State's going to push it on up. And they are just pushing it up on the near side here, as number 19 is going to swing it around behind the net. Number 6 over to the far side, looking, swinging it back to number 13, freshly into the game. Over to 20, freshly in the game as well. Looking to the near side, number 6 with the ball, passing behind the net. Number 8 over to the far side. They're swinging it again, counterclockwise position. Over to 28, also freshly into the game. He's going to move to the near side, and he's going to make a pass behind the net, trying to make a move. Number 8, he shoots, and that is going to be Boise State maintaining possession of the ball. Number 6 behind the net. He's going to take a look. He swings it around to the near side, can't find a man, so he's going to swing it back behind the net to number 15. He's going to just push it on past the net. He's going to make a move, and he's going to try and get in front, and that is going to... he made a move and a half right there on his defender and just got an easy shot right in front of the net. That was a nice move by number 15, and that is going to now, with 10:31 left to go in the second, going to be 9-1 Boise State. This Boise State team is not going to be denied. They will get their goals as they go. And here we go with another face-off. As they set, and here's the whistle, and there's Boise State quickly getting possession. Number 7 passing it up. Number 6 right in front of the net, and that is going to be another goal. 10:25. That took about 6 seconds for them to score. It is now 10-1. Boise State. This is an incredible display by the Boise State Broncos here. And they are going to call themselves a timeout here. are back now out of the timeout. Boise State going to get set and ready to go. Number 1 for Boise State, yet again ready. And here we go, ready to go, and that's going to be Boise State coming up with possession of the ball again. Number 1 passing it back to number 23. Over to the near side, number 6 with possession of the ball. Swinging it back around to the back of the net. Number 8 with possession, trying to find a man. Still on the near side, swinging it back around to the far side. Trying to find a man. He's going to keep on moving the ball around here. And number 25 with possession of the ball. Pushing it up, trying to find a man. Moves a little bit to the far side. Double move here. He's going to get... He could not quite make that happen there as he went for a bounce shot. And Boise State pushing it up. Number 1 with possession of the ball. He's going to try and find a man. He's going to find number 25 on the far side. He's going to swing it back around to number 18. Can't quite find a man, so he's going to move close to number 6. He's going to make a quick pass to number 1, who shoots, and yet again, Boise State scores. 9:18 left to go in the second. It is now 11-1. That is incredible. Incredible. We are seeing a display. And here we go as we reset again. Utah trying to win possession as they set, and there's the whistle, and here we go. That's going to be Boise State yet again coming up with possession of the ball. They're going to swing it around. Number 44 passing it on up. Number 4 has lost possession a little bit there, but he regains. Moving from the far side to the middle of the field, now to the near side. He's going to push up from left to right. Back, number 5. Number 26 freshly into the game on the near side. He's going to receive a pass. And he's going to swing it over to number 6. Passing it to number 8 behind the net. Trying to find a man. Number 15 on the far side. Passing it across. Trying to find number 25 in the middle of the field. There it is. And he's going to just push it up and shoot. And it's going to be deflected out in front. And that's going to be Utah gaining possession of the ball. They're going to try and find a man. And that was hit as he passed. But he's still going to hit his intended receiver there. As they're going to now push it from right to left. Behind the net. They're going to swing it around. Number 9 with possession of the ball for Utah. Over to back by midfield, in the middle of the field. Over to the far side. He's going to try and find a man. And there it is, still getting closer to the goal. They're trying to find a good angle to shoot at, close to the goal. And as he loses possession there, that's Boise State still going to... Boise State's going to regain possession there because the man stepped out of bounds in the backfield there. And they're going to just push it on up. Boise State at midfield, going from left to right. Pushing it up, no one to stop him. There's going to be a defender stepping up as they pass it around. Now on the far side. Trying to find a... in the middle of the field. 25, passing the ball over to 6. Behind the net to 8. He's going to push to the far side. He's trying to look for a man. Trying to find a teammate. There it is, a bad pass, and that's going to go Utah's way. go. Number 10 for Utah going to push it across the midpoint of the field. And he's going to lose possession of the ball, and they're going to try and make a little bit of a fight for it. But Boise State's going to come up with it anyway. And number 24 passing over to 6. And Boise State is going to call a timeout there. With 6:39 left to go in the second. It's going to be 11-1, Boise State. Alrighty, and we are back now as Boise State with possession on the near side. He's going to swing it back around to the middle of the field. Number 13 moving it back. Number 10 trying to find a ball. And here we go. Swing the ball around, still on the near side, pushing it up. And that's another goal for Boise State. And that is going to now be 12-1 with 6:11 left to go. This game is far too much. And here we go, setting up for another face-off. Number 1 facing off against the Utah squad. And Boise State is going to lose possession of the ball there, as momentarily at least, because they lost the face-off, but that is going to be... Utah still has possession of the ball. He's going to be on the near side, pushing it over to the far side. Swinging it around behind the net. Trying to find a man back on the near side. Over to number 6 on the near side still, pushing it back towards the middle of the field. Number 9 swings it back to the far side. We're going to go again counterclockwise here, moving it back to a clockwise motion. Swinging it behind the net, trying to find a man. Passing it back around. Middle of the field. Playing a little bit of catch in the middle of the field here. They're going to set up. That is a little bit of defense there from Boise State, stopping the rush. And that is a shot and a miss, and that's going to be Utah maintaining possession of the ball. Pushing it near side. Swinging it around. Going counterclockwise in a circular motion here. As here we go. And they're going to move it behind the net, and he's just going to not really have anyone defending him. And there it is. Defender steps up, and they're going to double team now as they're going to leave the man behind the net. And that is going to be Boise State taking over possession of the ball, and they're going to push it past the middle of the field. They've got Boise State swinging it around to the far side. Everybody likes going counterclockwise here. Number 5, moving it around, trying to find a man. Number 8 behind the net, passes in front of the net, and that's going to be yet another goal. That is about as easy as it can come right there. Number 8 found number 16 behind the net, or cutting right towards the front of the net, and that is pitch and catch. Now 13-1, Boise State. 3:56 left to go in the second. And here we go, setting up for yet another face-off. Boise State trying to gain possession. Utah gains it, pushes right up towards the middle of the field, towards the goal, trying to find a man, can't quite do it, so he peels off. Going to the far side, and now he's going to swing it back around to the middle. He's going to try and shoot and not get it. And that's going to be the goalie for Boise State with the ball, passing it. And that is going to be Utah ball. They're going to give possession to Utah. And it's going to be number 9 pushing it up. Getting heavily defended by about 3 people right now. Passing it back, and that's going to be a turnover as Boise State somehow came up with that ball. As they swing it behind the net. Number 14 over to 9. Trying to find a man to pass to towards the middle of the field. And there it is. He's going to find number 21, and they're going to push it past. Number 25 gaining possession of the ball. Passing it over to 44. Couldn't quite handle that pass. And Utah is going to come up with the ball as they push it on past the midfield point. And they're going to be on the near side here, swinging it counterclockwise. Moving it to the far side here. And continuing far side. A little bit of pitch and catch. Continuing on the far side to pass back and forth, and there it is, back to behind the net as they're going to try and find a man open on the far side of on the near side of the field. Can't quite do it, so he's going to move himself back to the far side, and it's going to be a nice pass. And they're going to shoot, and that is going to be Utah possession off a nice deflection there by the goalie. 13-1, 2:11 left to go in the second. Back to the middle of the field. Over to the far side. Trying to find a man. Can't quite do it. So he's going to make a pass to the near side. Looking far side. Can't find a man. So he's going to come back to the near side. Try and find a man there. He's going to find one in number 16. He's going to make a pass behind the net. And they're going to try and find a pass to the far side of the field. Can't quite do it. Looks near side, back to the far side. Can't find anyone there either. So he's going to move it back to the near side of the field. And number 14 pestering. And he's going to come up with possession of the ball there behind the net. And that is going to be Boise State making a pass down the field. Couldn't quite handle it, but that is going to be a diving effort by number 17 and keep possession of the ball. That is an incredible effort. And here we go, Boise State in front of the net, and that is going to be yet another goal. Boise State. Wow, that was a superhuman effort by number 17 to set that ball up. And there it is. That is goal number 14 on the day for Boise State. 1:08 left to go in the second. As we get the Boise State chant in the background. Here we go. Number 1 taking the face-off for Boise State against the Utah defender. Sets, and there's the whistle as the face-off starts. And that's going to be Boise State coming up with possession of the ball. Number 1 trying to find a man on the far side, finds one. Moving it up, trying to gain possession closer to the net, and there it is, swinging it across behind the net. Number 6 with possession, so passing it into the fresh legs of number 5. Passing it far side. Can't find a man. They're going to swing it back behind the net. Seen this strategy before. Going back to the far side. Oh, right in front of the net, and he couldn't quite come up with that pass. And that is going to be Boise State maintaining possession, though, by a nice play by number 6. He couldn't quite get a man there. So number 5, wow, that is a shot from the far side from way out, and that is a nice goal. That is number 1 scoring yet again, and that was a nice shot. Not much they could do about that one. With a lot of defenders in front, the goalie couldn't really see that pass or that shot. And 29 seconds left to go in the second, 15-1. This game is getting out of hand. It's been out of hand for a while. And here we go as they set it up again. Another face-off. Here we go. Boise State quickly winning that. Number 1, fresh off that goal. Going for number 2 here. Takes a shot, and that is right off of the previous goal. He scores yet again. He just walked right down the middle of the field and would not be denied. 22 seconds left. 16-1. Oh my. And here we go, setting up for yet another face-off. Referee getting the ball into position. And there's the whistle. And there's number 1 winning the face-off again, this time making a pass. Trying to distribute the goals amongst everyone. Passing it to the far side. Number 1 back with possession of the ball. Couldn't quite hold on to it there. And that is going to be a little bit of a fight for the ball, and that's going to be Utah coming up with it. They're going to make a pass. Oh, a little bit too far, and he couldn't quite connect, and that is going to be the end of the second. (16-1) after 2. And there we are going to have a 10-minute half here. So, we'll be back. All right, and welcome back. Here we go as the second half is getting ready to go. We're getting these last-minute adjustments going. Appears as though number one's going to be taking the face-off yet again for Boise State. And Boise State this time will be going from right to left. Utah, opposite, left to right. They're getting ready to go again for yet another face-off. And here we go. Here we go, setting again. And that they're going to be going Boise State, passing off right off the bat, and that is a quick goal. 8 seconds into the game. That is number 17 for Boise State. The official time there was 9 seconds on the first goal of the second half. 17-1. Here we go. Boise State getting ready for yet another. Another face-off. Here we go. Getting ready. There it is, and there's the whistle, and there's Boise State winning yet another possession. Actually, that ball's still loose. It appears as though number 1 came up with the ball, being forced to backtrack a little bit. Move to the near side. Number 5 with possession, or 15 with possession. Back behind the net, passing it over to number 8. Back to the far side. That's going to be number 6 making a move, and that's going to be yet another goal for the Boise State Broncos. It is now 18-1, 14:23 left to go in the third. Here we go, setting yet again. Referee getting the ball into position. Couple of referees in on this one. They're getting ready. Making sure the ball's where it's supposed to be. And there's 1. And there's 2. And there's the whistle. And there's Boise State coming up with possession. There's 33 for Boise State. Passing it over. Far side. Passing it up. They're quickly into the Utah zone. Back behind the net. Trying to find a man. Couldn't find a man on the near side. Sticks to the far side. Swinging it back around. Going in a clockwise motion this time. 25 with possession. Pushing near side. Getting close to the sideline. Switches around. Back to the far side. And there is going to be a bit of a whistle there. And they're clearing some spectators from the sidelines. And Boise State gonna have the ball in the middle of the field, pushing it to the near side, number 15. Lackadaisically passing it behind the net, over to the far side. Can't find a man. Trying to shoot, and that is a nice save. They're gonna follow up that shot, and Utah has possession of the ball though. And they're just chasing that man. And that's going to be a pass up the middle of the field, and this is going to be an odd man rush here for Utah. There's an opportunity for them to score, and they're going to get blocked out in front, and that is going to be Boise State regaining possession of the ball. That was a bit of excitement there. Utah had a chance, and that is going to be Boise State back behind the net, moving it counterclockwise, trying to find a man. Can't find it. He's going to get himself in the corner, so he's going to make a pass over to 25. Trying to find a man, back to 19, or 18. Over to the far side, there's 19. Back behind the net. Over to the near side. Trying to find a man on the near side, there it is, 18. And no one's going to step in front of him, and he's going to step up, and then he slows himself down. Boise State, over to 15. He's going to check him and go down, and he couldn't quite keep possession there, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to go a little bit wide, and there's going to be Boise State maintaining possession of the ball. They're going to check him behind the net, trying to not let him get a free clear pass, and that is going to be a shot, and that is another goal for Boise State. That is 12:29 left to go, as it is now 19-1. This game is a runaway train. This thing is just moving along. Here we go as they reset again. Boise State looking to win yet another possession. And there's 43 trying to keep possession. He's going to kick it back, and that's going to be number 9. Holding. Passing back to 22. The goalie. As he steps it up. Or 27, I should say. Holding it up. Trying to find a man. Can't do it. He's just going to keep on walking forward until a man checks him. He's going to pass it over to the far side. Number 17, he's going to make a move, and they're going to just keep on pushing. And they're going to make a pass. Cross. Near side, or far side. Behind the net. To the near side, number 15 with possession. And fresh legs, 21 in. And they're going to find number 28 as he also steps right into the game. He's going to push it to the middle of the field, going to the far side. And he's going to pass it back to 13, also freshly into the game. 26, also freshly into the game. Getting the ball. They're going to pass it to the far side. Behind the net and over to the near side, number 15. Number 13. Back to the middle of the field. He's going to just push himself up. And they're going to make a pass again behind the net. They're going to try and make a cut there, and he couldn't quite handle that pass. And they've run that play quite a few times, and that one did not quite work out well for them. But maintaining possession back towards the middle of the field. Pushing it up, near side. He's going to try and make a move. He couldn't find anyone, so he's going to wrap back, and he's going to pass it back to the middle of the field. 13, making a move. Trying to find a man, couldn't do it, so he's going to pass behind the net. 15 with the shot, and that's going to go wide. 10:40 left to go in the third. 19-1. Boise State dominating this game and maintaining possession. I take that back. It's going to be Utah taking over possession of the ball. And they're going to push it up past the middle of the field. They're trying to find a man. Couldn't quite do it, so he's going to pass it over to the far side. Getting the ball behind the net. Couldn't find the man behind the net, so he's going to hold possession. Making a few moves here. Just holding. Can't find a man. We're going to see a little bit of a switch here. They're going to get it back to on top of the B in the middle of the field. It's going to be pushed up, and that's going to be a shot in front, and that is not going to be on target, and that's going to be Utah maintaining possession. And they're going to roll the clock here as Utah holding the ball behind the net. Holding. Checked. And then he's going to lose possession of the ball there. 27 is going to just keep hacking him up. And that is going to be a whistle there. And they're going to give possession to Utah. And that's going to be Utah holding the ball behind the net. Holding. Still trying to find a man. He couldn't do it, so he's going to look to the far side and find a man there. They're going to swing it back around. They're going in a counterclockwise motion here. Swinging it back. Middle of the field, and that's going to be a shot, and that's going to go wide, and that's going to be Utah, again, maintaining possession. 9:10 left to go in the third. This is something that Utah would need if they need to get back into this game. They're going to need to keep possession of the ball. They're going to need to put a few in, gain some confidence. Here we go. Shot, middle, over the top. And that's going to be Utah again, maintaining possession. This is putting a lot of pressure on the Boise State defense. Far side. Swinging it around counterclockwise to the near side. Utah trying to find a man. Looking. He's going to just push it up now. And they're going to be checked by some Boise State defenders. And they're going to give possession of the ball to Utah again. And they're going to swing it behind the net. Trying to find a man. Looking. Doesn't see anything he likes, so he's going to hold possession. And he's going to swing it back towards behind the middle of the net. And he's going to push to the far side. He's going to shoot, and he's going to miss wide. And that is going to be, yet again, Utah possession. Utah pushing it up. Number 9 trying to check him. Stops the progression. Passes to the far side, and he's going to make a pass, and he's going to shoot, and he's not going to quite make that happen. And that's Boise State now just sprinting it to the other side of the field, holding it out. And here we go. Far side of the field, he's going to look to the middle of the field, try and make a pass. Couldn't find anyone, so he's going to hold. Far side, or near side, 15 with possession. And that is Yet another goal for the Boise State Broncos. 7:46 left to go. Third, 20-1. You have to wonder, how is Utah feeling right now on a game like this? There's a lot of game left to play here. Boise State maintaining control. We've got yet another face-off happening. And that's going to be Utah gaining possession off the start. That's a little bit of confidence. That's something to build off of right there. And they're going to look. Can't find a man. That's going to be Boise State's ball on a turnover there. 33 pushing the ball up. Middle of the field, pushing it to the far side. Swinging it around. Counterclockwise motion here. Passing the ball. There it is. 19. Looking for a shot. Can't find a man, so he's going to actually lose possession there. And Utah is going to push the ball up at the center point of the field. And he's going to move it across. Looking for a man. Near side. Looking. Checking. Can't find a man. Nobody's open for him, so he's just going to push behind the net, and he's going to lose his footing. As he goes, he's going to push it back to the near side of the field, and he got slowed down very nicely by number 23 as he's being checked. There it is. Oh, he's going to lose his footing yet again, and he's going to make a pass behind the net. And here we go. Requires the ball. Passing it off to the far side. Swinging it around. Trying to find a man. Can't find it. A little bit of a lazy pass there as Utah maintains possession. Over to the near side. Trying to find a man. Nowhere to go, so he's just going to push it to the back corner. Can't find anything happening, so we'll keep on checking it. Behind the middle. And they're going to give possession to Boise State. He stepped out of bounds. Boise State pushing it up, middle of the field. Crossing the center point, loses possession of the ball. Utah, Boise State fighting over the possession. We've got a bit of action happening there in the middle as Boise State continued to push it up. Can't find a man. And they're going to give possession back to Utah. Utah pushing it up past the midway point of the field onto their offensive side. Trying to find a man. Swinging it back around. Back to the middle. Moving it to the near side. Number 10 holding. 5:24 left to play. He's going to make a move. Can't quite find a man, so he's going to pass it off behind him. Trying to find an angle here. He's going to find one, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to miss it short. He tried to bounce it in, and he couldn't quite do that. So that is going to be Utah maintaining possession of the ball. They're going to roll the clock here. 5 minutes to play. They're going to get in front of the net. He's going to lose possession of the ball, and that's going to be Boise State with possession. Losing it. Utah, Boise State fighting over the possession. Nobody's been able to control the ball for the last few seconds. And there's Utah coming up with possession. Moving it over, middle of the field. Over to the near side. Trying to find a man. Can't quite do it, so he's going to move it back towards the middle. Looking. Going to try and make a play here. Makes a couple of moves. Defender not confused. And shot and a miss. Boise State not getting possession. It's going to be Utah's ball. Over on the far side. Swinging it back around. Going clockwise this time. Reversing fields. Looking. Continuing in a clockwise motion. Here we go. Behind the net. Looking. He's going to push to the far side of the net, and he's going to just pass it off. And we're going to see a pass in front of the net, and that's going to be a shot and a nice save by the goalie. That is not easy to do. And Utah maintaining possession behind the net. Pushing it over to the near side. Slowing the pace of the game down. 3:45 left to play. Looking far side, shot, wide. Utah maintaining possession. One thing I can say for them is they've been holding possession for a while, and that's good. It's progress. Just need to put a ball in the net now. 3:34 left to play. Moving it behind the net still. Moving from the near to the far side. Trying to find a man, can't do it, so he's going to find one on the very far side. Moving it to the middle. Back to the near side. No good angles to shoot on, so he's going to move it behind the net. Trying to make a play. Makes a spin. Going to the far side. Pass in front. Saved by the Boise State goalie, 27. 2:57 left to play. Boise State slowly walking it up. Number 9. Passing it over to 27. Moving it past their blue line. Over to towards the middle of the field, and that's going to be a risky and errant pass by the goalie, and it's going to be intercepted by Utah. And here we go. That is Utah moving the ball behind the net. Defender playing him on some soft coverage. That's going to be a nice little double move there by the Utah defender, or the offensive player, and he couldn't quite find exactly the angle he was looking for, so he didn't risk taking a shot. Utah behind the ball, or behind the net, moving from the near to the far side, passing it back to the near side, in front of the net. Nobody could gain possession. That's going to be Boise State gathering it up, moving it across the midpoint of the field, looking. Can't find a good angle, and Boise State going to call themselves a little bit of a timeout with 1:55 left to play. 20-1, Boise State, third quarter. And here we go, bringing it back. Boise State with possession of the ball, 13, passing the ball to 26, moving the ball to the far side, swinging it in a counterclockwise motion. Holding. Back to the near side, 13. No one's going to check him, and he's just going to keep pushing it up, and that's going to get him really close to the net, and that's going to be a shot and another goal, Boise State. This game is very out of hand. It's been a little bit of a while since they've scored, but a minute 32 left to go in the third, and it is 21 to 1. And here we go. Setting up again for yet another face-off. Getting the ball into position. And there we go. There's the whistle. Boise State, Utah fighting over possession. Nobody could quite get it. And there we go. Utah finally gains possession and loses possession. And Boise State making the pass over to the far side. Far side, looking around. Deking his defender. Behind the net. Over to 15 on the near side. Number 10, freshly into the game. Over to the far side now. Trying to make a double move. Nice pass. 40 seconds left to play. Taking a look. Not 15. Double move. Getting himself back towards the middle of the field. Losing possession of the ball off a pass. And here we go. Middle of the field. And that's yet another Boise State goal. 25.9 left to go in the third period. Third quarter. 22 to 1. And here we go, resetting themselves for yet another face-off. There's the whistle. 3, trying to fight for possession. Utah also there. Utah gaining possession of the ball. Passing to the near side. Behind the net. Looking. Can't find a man. Deeks, double move. There's a shot and a nice save. And that is the end of the third on a very nice attempt out of the Utah squad. Couldn't get anything out of it, though. Nice save. Where you've got 15 minutes left to play in the game right after this. And here we go. Final quarter of play. 22-1. Boise State dominating. Number 21 for Boise State taking the faceoff. Setting. Here we go. And that's going to be Utah getting possession momentarily. Shoved off the ball. Boise State gaining possession. 21. Just running right down the middle and shooting and deflected out in front. And that is going to be Boise State maintaining possession of the ball. And Boise State on the near side losing possession of the ball momentarily. And they've given possession back to Utah. Moving the ball around. Far side. Man's looking for teammates. There he finds one behind the net. Swinging it around. Moving to the near side. Getting close to a teammate. There's a pass. Oh, loses the ball. Almost out of bounds. And there it is, out of bounds. And that's going to be Boise State regaining possession of the ball. And here we go. Boise State looking. Passing it up. Getting close to the middle of the field. Passing the midpoint as he gets roughed up. Actually could never get past. There it is. He's going to deke a few defenders. He's going to pass the offensive side of the field. And here we go. Behind the net. Passing the ball. Making another move. Far side of the field. Back to the middle. Pushing it up to the middle. Going towards the net. Passing behind. Looking. Pushing past the net. Towards the far side. Back to the middle. Pass to the near side. They're swinging it around counterclockwise. 13-15 left to go in the final quarter. Passing it around. Just holding possession. And that's a shot, and that's going to be a little bit wide, and that's going to be Boise State maintaining possession. 13:05 left to go in the fourth. He's going to make a move. Looking 15, passing out in front, and he's going to fight for possession there. Couldn't quite do it. That ball's popped up in the air, and Boise State maintaining possession. Couldn't quite on a centering pass. And there's another shot and a nice save by the Utah goalie. And that was a nice play by him. That ball was not easy to handle, and he managed it. And he's going to gain possession back. And that ball is going to go way out of play. And Boise State maintaining possession. Number 2, pushing it up. Losing possession of the ball, but he's going to quickly regain. Passing back to the middle of the field. Looking to the far side, finding a man. Behind the net. Over, back to number 2 on the near side. Back towards the middle, number 42. Back to the middle. 13, pushing it up, looking back. Finds a man, back at the center. No one near him. 12 minutes left to play, 15 with possession, pushing it towards the net. Couldn't find a man. On the far side, number 6 with possession of the ball. Couldn't quite get that shot to work, so Utah will gain possession. They're going to push themselves up, and he's going to lose possession of the ball quickly, and that is going to be Boise State regaining possession of the ball. That's 15, pushing. No one to stop him, and that's a one-timer, and that is goal number 23, and that is going to be 11:39 left to go, fourth quarter, 23-1. Here we go, resetting yet again. And fighting for possession. Let's see if we can get it. And that is going to be Utah gaining possession of the ball. Pushing it up. Trying to find one. Couldn't quite find one there. So they're going to play a little bit of pass on the far side there. Trying to find an angle to shoot on behind the net. Couldn't do it. That's a goal! That is a Utah goal right there. That is going to be 23-2. That is got to be at least a little bit of a confidence booster for this Utah squad. 11-11 left to go in the fourth. Here we go, resetting for yet another face-off. And that's going to be Boise State flinging it in the direction of the Utah goal. Boise State with possession. Man lost his stick, but he's regained it now. And that's going to be Utah pushing the ball up on a fast break. Odd man rush. Couldn't quite get themselves into position quickly enough, so they're going to slow it down and reset. Swinging it from the near side to the far side, going in a counterclockwise motion here. Swinging it behind the net. Pushing far side to the near side. Back towards the middle of the field. Swinging it back around. Looking. Passing it back again, yet towards the middle of the field. Far side. Counterclockwise. Here we go. He's going to try and make a move. He can't quite find a little bit of space to go into, so he's going to back it off. Reset. Here we go. Passing it back behind the net. Counterclockwise motion again. He's going to break off and could not quite find an angle to shoot on, and that is going to be Utah maintaining possession after that shot. Passing it around, counterclockwise, back towards the middle of the field. Holding. Can't quite find a man, so he's going to move it back towards the near side. Looking. We're going back towards a clockwise motion here, so that'll be Utah trying to find a man, and he's just going to back himself into a corner, pass it off, near side, back towards the middle of the field, and he's going to break on it, and he couldn't quite get the angle he wanted, and he's going to lose possession of the ball because a well-placed whack by one of the Boise State defenders is going to keep him possession of the ball, and that's going to be Utah maintaining possession out of the break there. Passing it. Near side. Moving it up. Back behind the net. Going clockwise this time. Losing possession of the ball, and they're going to give it off to the goalie as he's going to slow it down. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. 23-2. Moving it up. Trying to find a man. Can't quite do it, so he's going to pass back to the goalie. Move it back to the far side. Playing a little bit of pitch and catch here. Across the midpoint of the field. He's going to push it up. And that's going to be a nice move by the Boise State attacking player. Couldn't quite do it. So, Utah going to regain possession of the ball. Looking. Can't find a man anywhere, so he's just going to keep on walking it up. Defender's not really going to check him, and he's going to lose possession right there on a check, and that is going to be Boise State pushing it past the middle of the field again. Looking. He's going to make a double move. 19. Finds a man, middle of the field, loses possession of the ball. That dude just got pushed off, and here we go. It's going to be Boise State with possession of the ball on the far side. Swinging it around counterclockwise. Looking. Number 2. Over to number 5. Looking. Back to the middle. Trying to find a angle to shoot on. Can't quite do it. It's going to get a long deflection. And it's going to be Boise State ball. It's going to be 7:40 left to go in the fourth. Boise State with possession of the ball. pushing it up on the near side, moving it to about equal to the net, behind the net this time on a pass, going counterclockwise, all over to the far side, back towards the middle of the field on the far side, middle of the field, pushing it up. They're going to try and attack the middle of the field here, and they're going to shoot, and they're going to score yet again. That is going to be goal number 24. 7:18 left to go in the game, and this game is all over but the crying. Here we go. Resetting again, yet for another face-off. And that's going to be Boise State yet again winning possession, running right down the middle of the field. Couldn't make a decent pass there over to the far side. Couldn't do anything with it. Over to the near side. Swinging it around. Number 13. Stepping up. Back to the middle. Looking. Trying to find a man. Couldn't do it. Gonna pass. He's gonna step it on back. Over to the near side. Boise State moving again counterclockwise. Couldn't hold possession there. Regains. Pushing from near side to far side. Back across. Moving around. Middle of the field. Number 5 just stepping up. Will not be denied. A little bit of contact there. That's going to be Utah passing the ball up. Couldn't gain possession of the ball, and they're going to give it right back to Boise. And Boise State's going to move it back into their attacking zone. On the near side. Behind the net. Over to the far side. Swinging it back around to number 5. Over to 13. And he's going to try and make a move, and then he's going to get checked quickly. They're not going to let him get close to the goal, and they're going to see a pass behind the net. Over to the far side, back to the behind the net. Over to 13. Shoots, and that's going to go wide, and that's going to be Boise State maintaining possession of the ball. We've got 5:40 left to go in the fourth quarter, and we've got this clock rolling again. Middle of the field. Looking. Can't find a spot to shoot, so he's going to pass behind the net. Over to the far side. He's going to make a couple moves. Can't find a man either, so he's going to get a whistle here. We're going to get a stoppage of play. That's going to be Utah getting possession of the ball. Utah trying to find a man down the field. Can't do it, so he's going to pass across the field to the near side. He can't quite gain possession yet. He's going to make a nice little nifty move to keep Boise State away from the ball, and he's going to get into the attacking zone. On the near side, swinging around, back towards the middle, and looks like we're going back to the counterclockwise. 4:45 left to go. Behind the net, looking. Back to the near side. Trying to find a man. Goes back to the middle of the field. Back to the far side. Back towards the goal on the far side. Trying to find a spot to attack. Can't do it. Can't find a man either, so he's just going to kind of get stuck behind the net, and he's going to lose possession of the ball. Number 16 with possession. On the near side. Looking. This game is starting to wind down here. 4 minutes left to play. Goalie with the ball. Back to 16. Trying to get it past the midway point. Can't do it. He's going to get bumped a couple times, and he's going to step across the midway point of the field. Number 10. Number 28 moving it behind the net. over to 20. Losing possession momentarily, regaining. Pushing it back towards the near side. Can't find a man, so he's going to swing it back. Over to the far side. Looking far side, can't find anyone. Back towards the middle of the field. He's looking. He's going to attack the zone here. And they're going to swing it back. Oh, we almost had a centering pass there. Couldn't quite handle it, though. And that is going to be Utah gaining possession of the ball. A little over 3 minutes left to play in the game. And Utah is just going to step on up. Couldn't find a good angle to shoot on. And they're just going to kind of pass it around, see if they can do a little bit of something here. This is the point in the game when they're just trying to run it down. We got a little bit of a pick there by Utah player. We've got a little bit of extracurriculars going on there, so they're going to whistle it dead. .43 left to go in the game, 24-2. And here we go. Now you've got ourselves a timeout, so there's going to be a little bit more of a delay. And here we go. 2:43 left to go in the game. I'd like to once again thank all of you watching this game, sticking it out. Bet you none of you had this score going into this game. Everyone was thinking maybe a close game here. Not always the case. And here we go. We're going to see Utah with the ball right off the bat. That's 2:43 to go. And here we go, the whistle to start the play. He's just going to rush it right forward, and that's going to be a bit of an errant pass. Regained, though. Behind the net, over to the far side, and that's going to be a shot and a miss, and Utah maintaining possession. 2:27 left to go. Last couple of minutes here, ticking away. There it is. There's the whistle to start the clock again. He's going to move it to the near side, right in front of the net. He's going to shoot, and he is not going to quite get it, and Boise State's going to scoop that ball up, but we've got a flag down here. And we're going to see another timeout. 2:18 left to go. Alrighty. And we're out of another timeout here. Utah with possession of the ball. And there we go. From the far side over to the near side. He's going to take a look. Back to the man. Over to the far side. Shoots and misses. And that's going to be Utah maintaining possession of the ball here. Another stoppage clock. 2:06 left to go. And there's the whistle. Let's start it up again. Passing it back. And there's a shot by a Utah defender. Or Utah attacksman. And that's going to be a miss. And we're going to see Boise State regaining possession, walking it up, looking for a man in the middle of the field, finds one. He's going to step across the middle of the field, and he's going to, from the far side, push towards the net. And they're just going to move it behind the net here, trying to find a man. Couldn't find one on the near side, so he moved it across to the far side, back to the middle of the field. And they're just going to slow this pace down for the last minute 30. And 19, freshly into the game, over 42, back behind the net, 2:28, over to the far side, over to the near side, or far side, back to the middle, and he's going to just push up and lose his stick and the ball in the process, and regain. 19, trying to find a man, can't do it. Couldn't find one on the near side, couldn't find one behind the net. He's just going to make a move on the defender, and he's going to make a pass in front of the net, and shoots and saves, and Boise State maintaining possession of the ball on the far side of the ball, or field. And we've got a little bit of a fight going on for the ball now, and that ball is just going to pop up, and that's going to be Boise State with possession. And 27 and a half left to play, seconds that is, in the game. 24-2 as we've got the clock rolling down. Utah trying to move it across the middle of the field, but they're going to lose possession, and Boise State's going to regain in the last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's a goal with 2.2 left to go in the game. 25-2, everyone. That's going to be the final score of this game right after the face-off. So I suppose in these last couple seconds I will thank the cast and crew for everyone involved in this game. From John Burnett, the producer of the event, to Adam McCoy, TDing and directing, Ryan Hoffman on audio, and Colton Mabry Samantha Sharp. Justin over on camera. Myself, Alex Danino. I'd like to thank you for yet another wonderful day. 25-2, final score. Boise State wins over Utah.